The new moon in Pisces. I view the new moon and full moon as going to visit the chiropractor. The new moon and full moon, what they do is they adjust us, very much like adjusting the spine, adjusting the pelvic area. What it does is it provides more opportunities for us to experience our vitality. Okay, so when we adjust the spine, energy that is blocked or energy that is stuck now can massage itself loose and receive more fluidity, more agility, more flexibility, giving vitality. The same with the pelvic. Whenever we align the misaligned pelvic, basically it adjusts our brain so we feel more balanced, more able to handle our emotions, more able to adjust our chemical or hormonal imbalances. It's very much like the full moon and the new moon. We're basically getting an energetic chiropraction, if that's a word. Chiropraction. Okay, so this new moon in Pisces, we also have a Venus. Okay, and this Venus is, I like to call a star Venus. A Stargate Venus. What is Venus? Venus is about beauty, prosperity. It is the feminine of grace, of authenticity, of play and joy. And Pisces is very much about intuition, about deep friendships, deep bonds. It's about compassion, having a breakthrough in our healing journey or in our maturity. So if we feel quite immature in certain areas of our life, Pisces gives us this opportunity to mature in a very playful and fun, just like a kid in school. It should be fun to learn, okay? It should be fun to mature and to reach a new level of education. So with this Venus and this Pisces together, it is a good time for us to make new friends and also reevaluate the friendship we have. So it's really asking us to look at our friendships. What is friendship? With this alignment, friendship is joy, friendship is compassion, friendship supports maturity that is fun to learn, it is fun to grow, it's fun to move from kindergarten to first grade. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but with our friends and with our teams, it makes it quite exciting. So Pisces, our psychic awareness of what we really want in our friendships is going to be heightened. So if all of us with this new moon, all of us are really wanting to be childlike and to be fresh, to try friendships, we say to try friendships, or to be a part of groups of people that are unique, maybe different, that are special or rare or peculiar. So these friendships that we're going to be embarking upon is very much like a quest, and we're on a quest to really learn about what is it about friendship that brings joy and what is it about a friendship that doesn't bring joy. Okay, so with Venus, it's also a good time to open ourselves up to love. So if we felt very closed off, very resistant, very blocked, we were very much dwellers in the past, this Venus is basically giving us an energy boost. It's almost like Lakshmi in encouraging us to make the move. Okay, to put ourselves out there, to be vulnerable, to understand intimacy is friendship. Okay, intimacy is friendship. And friendship is trust is earned, okay? Trust, respect is earned. It's not just free for all given, okay? Because when trust is earned, there is a solid ground to walk on. There's a solid footing. When it's just free for all, it's very much, there is no solid ground to walk on. Okay, without solid ground, there really isn't a plant to grow. Plants don't grow in the air. They grow in the ground. Okay? So we're really, Pisces also has Taurus. And Taurus understands very clearly that, yes, flowers don't grow in the ground or grow up in the air. In order for us to create friendships that are nourishing, that mature, that grow, we have to plant it in the soil. So we have to have a footing. And that is, trust is earned, respect is earned through consistency. Okay, just like the consistency of sun and consistency of water. Taurus knows these things. And that's why Taurus a lot of times is considered the manifester, or considered the person who is very abundant, very lucrative, because the Taurus understands the process of consistency. So consistency for Taurus can be resilient, it could be relentless, it could be endurance, it could be stamina, but overall it is, the sun and the water is pretty much reliable and dependable. So that's what kind of the Venus is. Intimacy is consistent, it's dependable, it's reliable. And Pisces is the dreamer. So we're being asked to be dreamy, to be a meditative mind. Okay, we could say that as the Pisces. Be a meditative mind. And to be a painter, to be a poet, to write a story, to be creative in a way that is gentle and soft and vulnerable. So at this time, we're going to find ourselves very accepting of our vulnerability, accepting of intimacy, and intimacy is friendship, okay? True intimacy, okay? We're going to be asked to really open up our heart chakras and follow our intuition, so it's going to be very heightened, our sense of attraction. So we're going to be very attracted to certain people, and they're going to be very attracted to us at this time, because with this alignment, it's very magnetic. We have Venus, and we have this Pisces, and we have other sort of configurations going on. It really makes us attractive, and we're very attracted to certain people. So this is a good time to really hone in on your imagination, on your intuition, on your meditation, your visualization, and you will discover that you are attracted to certain traits or certain qualities about people that maybe you never thought or dreamed or visualized before. It's your intuition carving out a friend for you, okay? It's helping you to learn a friend that is for you in this life, okay? And also, it's encouraging us to raise our sense of worth when it comes to friendship, when it comes to intimacy. Like I said, trust is earned, respect is earned. So we are just giving our, like the Taurus giving our commitment, giving our, we're dependable, reliable to somebody that is fickle, or somebody that is just, show up whenever they feel like it. It's really going to be emphasized at this time. So we're really going to feel it. We're going to feel like this doesn't feel like a give and take relationship or friendship. It feels like there is really no true intimacy. And without intimacy or vulnerability, a friendship is it's kind of like a joke. It's just somebody, a body to keep beside you when you're bored, or some people just have bodies beside them to just get drunk with. You know what I'm saying? But that intimacy is like when we're in school. It is there for us to help us mature through the levels of kindergarten to first grade, and that friendship in school is probably our most impactful and deep friendships, because we get to see ourselves and each other grow from kindergarten all the way up to 6th grade. And if you continue in the same school district, you get to see all the way up into high school. So you get to witness the unraveling of a person's petals or their flowers as they bloom into a young person. You get to see their personality change, and you get to see their voice change, and you get to see them become emotional and hormonal, and you get to see them become maybe insecure, or develop a personality and ego and identity. And that is intimacy, to be with somebody while they're unraveling their rose. Like their rose, each petal is unfolding as we mature, okay? But maturity is, you have to be in the ground. The plants don't grow in the air. So Taurus, when it comes to love for Venus and prosperity for Venus, even success, we talk about success in friendships, or success in our personal development, and just success in our joy, to be attractive and to be magnetic. It is all about the beauty we surround ourselves with. So that's our magnetism. If we're surrounding ourselves with people who we know there is no intimacy because we don't trust them, or they don't trust us, there's no respect, there's no trust, it's not earned, there's no earned. It's like you have to be initiated. I have to be initiated, you have to be initiated. That's what school is. You have to be initiated into the the 1st grade from kindergarten. That's very much the same thing. But if we don't really have that, there is no solid footing, there's no solid ground, and we just feel shaky. And shaky for Taurus is a no good. It's either you're it or you're not. That's why Taurus is the manifester, because let's look at Taurus. Why is Taurus a manifester? Because she knows you're it or you're not. There's no such thing as I'm just going to be shaky ground. I'm not going to be shaky, because anything of manifestation, it has to be solid. It has to have soil. If there's no soil, if there's no reliable sun or rain, then I can't help you. I can't do much. So that's kind of the relentless or the resilience of we talk about Taurus, but we also have Venus when we talk about Libra as well. And Libra is wanting to understand the other person, not from a let me sympathize. No, no. Okay, we're not sympathizing with somebody, because what that does, it just supports them in the dwelling. We don't want to support somebody in their dwelling of sympathize with their childhood and, their dad did this and their mom did that, because it just keeps them in the cave of the past, or the cave of the past relationship. The Libra is very much, we want to understand the other, what helps them to move forward. That is the gift of Libra. We're understanding what helps them to move forward, not all their fears and anxiety and their dwelling. That's wonderful to know, but if we sympathize with just that, we'll never learn what it is that we can give, or how we can treat them or behave around them, or how we can have a certain conversation or activity, or fun thing fun activity that can help them to move forward or help them to mature. So in the dwelling, in the cave, we don't mature, because there's no education going on there. Education's out there in the world. It's not in the cave. I mean, you can meditate and do that, but the knowledge on how to meditate's out there in the world. It's out there. That's where we come from kindergarten to 1st grade, to 1st grade to 2nd grade. Okay? So this is asking us really distinctly to get out of the dwelling, okay, and find what it is that can help us to move forward. Either it is to contact an old friend, either it is to make forgiveness with an old friend, either it is to welcome in new friends, to reevaluate the friends we have, and to basically allow ourselves to be surrounded by beauty. And really, we're looking at what is beauty? What is it to us? What makes us feel beautiful and what makes us attractive? So attractive is not, let me go put on some makeup. Okay, attractive is when you are really consistent to your joy, like the Taurus. You know, you're very consistent to watering your plant, so your plant never gets like, you know, ugly looking, you know. Your plant's beautiful. And that's the same thing with us. The more that we are nourishing ourselves, the more beauty we attract, or we emit. We are magnetizing within us. So that's really, we're looking at self-care, we're looking at how to be self-reliant, we're also looking at how to understand and how to be understood, and really seeking friendships that have the quiet, the silence, the listening capacity to actually want to learn us, okay? To learn us. Have we ever asked the question, do my friends actually have the silence, the quiet, or the listening capacity to actually learn me? Or is it just a body to go get drunk with or something like that? I don't know what people are doing. And that's what Venus in this Pisces is wanting us to be playful, and it's wanting us to have fun. And fun as in fun that with friends, you know, this is a time for kindred spirits. Okay, it's a time for us to put that play, put that joy, that poetry, or that creativity, imagination, you know, Dr. Seuss books, really put that into our relationships and really look beyond all of the dwellings, okay, the hurt, and I'm hurt, and you're hurt, and I'm suffering, you're suffering, I'm angry, you're angry. Look beyond the dwelling. That's Libra. Let's look beyond the dwelling, because injustice in the dwelling, there is no justice if we're just sitting around just, you know, in our anger. We have to go out there in the world, and we have to learn. And that's the Libra, that's the justice. You know, we're bringing justice to our society, and that's through really looking beyond the dwelling. Okay, really getting practical, getting real, like, okay, this dwelling, let's move on from this. Let's go out there and learn. Let's mature into the next level and see what that level, like kindergarten to first grade, has to offer us, and the way that we view ourselves and that we view situations of the past and friends and ourselves and the friends today and the friends of the future. And Pisces is giving us that, you know, we're being chiropracted, and it's giving us that energetic adjustment where we are receiving in our nervous system an attraction, like literally we're receiving an attraction to friendships that are playful, friendships that are kindred. We talk about the Pisces about, you know, coming together with people that bring us to our soul. And that's some deep stuff. We never think about bringing us to my soul. We never think about that. But the Pisces yearns for that. The Pisces yearns, and that's why Pisces is on a quest. He's always, or she's always on a quest, always, you know, moving forward and learning. And giving compassion and a listening ear, because Pisces wants to have the gift of wherever they go, they bring the best out of people. And the only way to do that is you have to be able to bring people out of their dwellings. And for that, a lot of times we have to strengthen our ability to see beyond the dwellings within our own lives, within our people, our own past, the people around us, and other people. because the dwelling is judgment. It's like prison to us. We put ourselves there because we have so much shame, we have so much judgment that we lock ourselves there and we stun our growth. You know, we stare at the cave wall in the darkness for maybe decades. But the person that comes in is usually the person that has the strength to walk in the dark blind, you know, and has the voice, the playful, attractive voice to encourage and bring the people out into the open field where they can begin to find their path again, or whatever that may be, walking to the beach, walking towards the jungle, walking towards the desert, whatever that may be that's going to help them mature or help them reach new levels with themselves. So this is kind of what's going on right now. I don't want to get too much into it, but yes, this is the Pisces. We also have this Venus. So it's we're looking, okay, the friendships that we're being encouraged to explore are friendships that bring out our poetic nature or imaginative, dreamy nature. We're looking for friendships that very much there's a ground, you know, there's soil we can plant in. It's not up in the air. It has soil, it's on the ground, there's sunlight, there's rain, it's pretty consistent, okay, it's pretty dependable. And we're also looking at trust and respect is earned. So we're also looking at the Taurus within friendships, okay? And we're eliminating or just reevaluating. It's not a time to really eliminate. That's kind of intense, and that's not what this is about. We're just reevaluating and just getting really simple. Really, really simple. If it's not bringing a sense of play, like when we're in school and we're learning, and it's just bringing a sense of a body beside you to get drunk with, or then we're really being encouraged to be more attractive. You know what I'm saying? And when we're more attractive, we tend to attract what is attractive. So if we think of ourselves as not attractive, usually we have friends that are not attractive, meaning, you know, like their plant has no sun, no water, it's wilting, it's dried up, their plant is rotting, it's, you know, kind of looking gross, okay, because it's not taken care of. Attraction, being attractive, is nourishing yourself. There's so many plants out there and they don't wear makeup, they don't judge each other. Some plants are really weird looking. Some cactuses, you're like, oh, that thing is really weird, but it's beautiful because it's so vital, okay? And that's what the beauty is according to Venus. But if we are allowing our unattractiveness based on just allowing friends, then we're never going to be attractive enough to attract what is attractive. Kind of, it's like a mind game, it's a mind thing. You have to think about that. But Venus is encouraging us with Pisces to be attractive, to reevaluate the things that don't make you attractive, and understand that attractive is really simple. You're following through on your joy. You're following through, like on the Pisces, you're following through on basically what you need to learn and what you need to do in order for you to move to another level. And it's gradual, and it's, it doesn't happen in a day. School is a year long. and for us, growth, it could be years. But when we follow through, we are allowing ourselves to look into our heart, feel from our heart, and ask ourselves questions. Ask ourselves, is this friendship, really, is it earned my respect? Has it earned my trust? What about this relationship? You could be friends with someone for years and still, it's like no ground, no solid ground, no intimacy. It doesn't bring you closer to your attractiveness, but like deeper towards your ugliness, whatever that may be. Attitude, mindset, belief. So that's what it's encouraging us to grow towards. It's saying, let us grow towards being attractive and really evaluate the things that are not making us attractive. Because Venus wants us to be magnetic. Venus wants us to manifest. And we cannot manifest if our rose is looking like a dead rose. Or looking pretty. So that rose is symbolic for the worth that we hold within ourselves. The feeling of answering our own question. That's intuition. That's their psychic ability to answer our own question. The question is this friendship supportive of my true nature? No. Or yes. And really allowing your heart to really let you know. If your feeling drops low, that's a no. If your feeling drops high, that is a holla, hi. It's nice to be your friend. Let's be friends for a long time. Okay, so that's how you should see it. If your feelings drop low when you're around these friends, when you even look at them, that's a bad sign. It's a no. But if your feelings go high, it's like, hi, let's be friends. Like, let's go to the park and let's go after school and let's go here the weekend. That's what we need. That's Venus. And it's very playful. It's very authentic. It's very real. It gets down to, okay, like Taurus, you're it or you're not. There's no shaky ground because I don't have time. Okay, that's Taurus. And that's why Taurus is in the zodiac the manifester. So I'm going to leave you guys with this.